Happy Pride Month! It's time to make your game night drop dead sickening with these 10 games for Pride Month. I'm Board Game James, your queer autistic gamer friend, and if you like this type of content, make sure you like and subscribe and all of that fun stuff. Engaging is how we grow, especially as queer content creators. It's a little difficult. Now, it's Pride Month here in Canada and the United States, and you might have a Pride Month similar wherever you live in the world. Let me know when Pride Month or when you celebrate Pride is in the comments below. I have 10 games for you here today that you can actually buy now and play for Pride Month or your Pride celebrations. Because a lot of the games do tend to, unfortunately, go out of print when they are queer themed and coded. However, we're going to start off with The Legacy of Dragonholt by Nikki Valens. This was one of the original games that actually led forward having queer narratives in board games. In the mainstream, because Nikki is very well known for their games. And so in Dragonholt, you can play as any type of character. Of course, you can make it however you want. However, there are storylines in the game that are queer coded. So that is very cool. Next up is Fog of Love. Everyone knows this straight couple of the board game, but you can play as a same-sex couple, and they do have the same-sex couple covers that you can get and add to your collection as well. And this is a simple deck kind of builder. You're playing through these cards and going forth with that. New this year is Molly House. And so here you're going to take on the role of a Molly, which is the UK version of what we would have called a kind of like a drag queen or a gender-defying person of any type in the early 18th century. And so this dates really far back. So this is incredibly thematic to the LGBT communities way back then. And so you're fighting to host the most elaborate ball because joy is a protest. And so you're fighting against, of course, the local police. And it's done through this really clever kind of like poker hand playing mechanic. I'm going to be having a chance to play this tonight, and I will be also streaming this on Sunday solo, so make sure you check out for that. Next up is Artisans of Splendent Vale. Now this one is a little bit hard to get a copy of because you can only currently get it in the US from Renegade, and it is very expensive for international shipping. I really do want to get it because it's such a bright and colorful game. However, it is filled with different co-op story-driven adventures, and these are all queer characters, in fact, that you are playing. So that is really cool, and plus it's so pretty. This box is actually quite massive. It's very large for this game. Next up is the lesbian version of Love Letter. This one is available in the US and the UK, and so basically it's the same as Love Letter. However, it's princess on princess instead of good old patriarchy nonsense. Which also Rebel Princess you might want to check out. Very cool in the same vein, where you're trying to find your love with Princess Isadora. And so this actually, as I was told, plays a little bit smoother than the original Love Letter, so that's cool as well. Drag to Riches is a card game. I just bought this one from the UK. It does have international shipping, which is not too horrible. And so you're going to basically choose a queen, build your wardrobe, work on your look, and then slay the competition. And so this is a card game that I am excited to check out. Next up is Gay Sauna, the board game. This is where you can go on and play role-playing in a sauna. Now, this is basically a dungeon crawler, except the dungeon is, well, not that kind of dungeon, but it's also that kind of dungeon, if you get my drift. I can't show you some of these words on stream and on YouTube, and I can't show you some of the content in there. And that also goes for this next one, also from Reroll Works. They do amazing 18+ games for the queer community, and that's the Dick Sits. And this is a card game where you have this beautiful meeple that looks like this cute little cat you see here, but it's not really a cat. And it's a card game where you're going to manipulate some physical aspects and try and find the perfect spot for your card. Next up is a Game of Queens, a drag queen card game. This is similar to Drags to Riches as well. However, we're kind of pitting up our drag queens against each other. And so this one is available on Amazon. I just gave that one an order, so I'm excited to check that one out. And finally, one of the oldest gay board games that I have been able to find so far. And so it's a fun and frisky game made for gays by gays. And you're basically, this is the trope of the pool boy taking over the millionaire's finances as a card game. And this is actually print on demand. So it's from GameCrafter. Well, it's not from GameCrafter. You print it through GameCrafter. And so this was kind of always available so far, which is awesome because this game dates back to like 2011. So those are 10 games for you to check out this Pride Month. I'm excited to be streaming a bunch of this kind of stuff this month as well. So make sure you subscribe to my Twitch channel at /BoardGamesJames, and make sure you like, subscribe, and engage with this video. And of course, check out my TikTok, Instagram, and my YouTube Shorts for some more gay memes all month. All right, bye.